नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself Dr. Aarti Purohit, Associate Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today we are going to start with in bacteriology, the new topic that is the Clostridium. Now Clostridium are the anaerobic gram-positive spore forming bacilli having broad type of pathogenesis having four groups. One is the histotoxic group which is causing the tissue infection include the Clostridium perfringens type A, exogenously acquired more commonly than exogenously, and Clostridium septicum endogenously acquired. These are the bacterium which is causing the cellulitis, myonecrosis, gas gangrene, and fasciitis. Enterotoxigenic group. This is include the Clostridium difficile, which is a gastrointestinal disease. Clostridium foodborne disease 8 to 24 hours ingestion of the large number of organism or contaminated meat product spore germinate enterotoxin produced like in Clostridium perfringens type A and necrotizing enteritis beta toxin producing Clostridium perfringens type C and difficile endogenously acquired or exogenously acquired person to person in hospital and antibiotic associated diarrhea and antibiotic associated pseudomembrane colitis. So these are the pathogens. Now third group is the tetanus exogenously acquired, which is the Clostridium tetani neurotoxin. This is usually generalized, most common. This can be cephalic, primary infection in head, commonly ear. This can be localized and neonatal, which is via the contaminated umbilical stump. Then fourth group of Clostridium is the botulism, which is exogenously acquired. Clostridium botulism, this is again a neurotoxin. This can happen by the foodborne. 1 or 2 days is an incubation period. This can be in infant by use of honey, and this can be by the contaminated wound uh, after the 4 days or more after the infection. The spores of the Clostridium form the endospores under adverse environmental conditions. The spores are a survival mechanism. They are characterized on the basis of position, size, and shape. Most Clostridiums, including Clostridium perfringens and botulinum, have ovoid subterminal spores, and tetani have the round terminal spores. Clostridium associated human diseases. In Clostridium difficile, there is an antibiotic associated diarrhea and pseudomembranous colitis. This is an opportunistic infection usually happened in the hospital. Clostridium perfringens, which is causing the soft tissue infections like cellulitis, suppurative myositis, myonecrosis, gas gangrene, food poisoning, enteritis necrotians, and septicemia. In then red arrow showing the Clostridium botulinum, which is causing the botulism, and then tetani, which is causing the tetanus, which is very common. So now we will talk about the tetani, which is very important bacterium. In Clostridium tetani, the morphology and physiology, the long, thin gram-positive organism that stain gram-negative in old culture. This is round terminal spore give drumstick appearance. This is motile by prairie tricus flagella. This is grown on blood agar or cooked meat medium with swarming. This is beta hemolysis exhibiting by isolated colonies. Spore resist boiling for around 20 minutes. Antigenic structure include the flagella, H, somatic O, and spore antigen. Single antigenic toxin characterize all strain. Pathogenicity determinants include, and this play a role in local infection only in conjunction with other bacteria that create suitable environment for their invasion. Systemic acting plasmid mediated AB neurotoxin, this is called the titanospasmine, produced intracellularly. Mode of action is one of the most poisonous substance bind ganglioside in synaptic membrane, synapse of the neuronal cells and block the release of inhibitory neurotransmitter, continuously stimulating by excitatory transmitters, which is causing the muscle spasm, spastic paralysis, trismus, this is lockjaw, this is sardonicus, epicentronus, cardiac arrhythmias, fluctuations in the blood pressure. Identification include the use characteristics of resistance to heat, motility, and toxin produced by help identify. Diagnosis and treatment includes empirical diagnosis on basis of clinical manifestation, treat to prevent the elaboration and absorption of toxin, clean the wound to control the spasm. Metronidazole is a choice of drug. Passive immunity by the immunoglobulins, vaccination, active or preventive antitoxin should be administered to bind the free tetanospasmin. This is a shape of Clostridium tetani, which is showing the drumstick appearance or tennis racket appearance. Clinical forms of tetanus include there are four types of tetanus: generalized, cephalic, localized, and neonatal. In generalized tetanus, there is involvement of bulbar and paraspinal muscles, which is causing the trismus, lockjaw, rhesus sardonicus, difficult swallowing, irritability, opisthotonus, involvement of autonomous nervous system, hyperthermia, cardiac arrhythmia, fluctuations in BP. In cephalic, there is a primary infection in head, particularly ear, isolated or combined involvement of cranial nerve, particularly seventh cranial nerve, very poor prognosis. In localized, there is involvement of muscle in area of primary injury. Infection may precede generalized disease. Favorable diagnosis is there. In neonatal tetanus, there is a generalized disease in neonates. Infections typically originate from umbilical stump. Very poor prognosis in infant whose mother are non-immune. Now, this is a mechanism of action of the tetanus toxin. It is an excitatory transmitter. There is an inhibitory transmitter there, and this inhibitory transmitter are released blocked by the tetanospasmin. So there is continuous release of the excitatory transmitters. Because of that, there is a spasm or rhesus sardonicus and lockjaw types symptom, and एकदम there is a continuous stimulation of excitatory transmitter. It happened oppositely in the botulinum toxin, where there is a blockage as the excitatory transmitter, and there is continuous release of inhibitory transmitter, and so that's why in the botulinum toxin there is a spastic paralysis, and the muscles will not work. So there is a two opposite mechanism. While in tetanus, there is a continuous release of excitatory transmitter, which is causing the lockjaw. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this session you listen this session very carefully and you enjoy it. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.